Paltrocast.
Mona, Pam, Mona, pleasure to be speaking with you first. First question, we're going to throw a two-parter at Mona, and we'll go, how are you? And is it pronounced Pulitzer? What's the correct way of saying it?
I'm okay, thank you. Hi, Darren. And I don't know. I'm going to say Pulitzer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you change it depending on how that's said. So you obviously are credentialed, legit journalist for all these years, but you did a lot of TV related things. But what was the crossover to working with Pam on this great series?
I would say Rami was the little matchmaker that brought us all together. He got in touch to say that him and Pam had created this show. He sent me the pages that both of them had written, and it was just very, very obvious that this was going to be something really, really special. I couldn't wait to be a part of it. And I know Pam actually, I don't know, I feel like everyone's always like Pam South Park, but Pam has a much, much longer resume. And it's understandable why, that's everyone's go-to, because it's such an iconic show and is obviously super relevant to this project. But I just knew that Pam was going to be really, really exciting to work with. And I very quickly realized that to be true in the writer's room. You had some really special ideas, Pam. So
well, Mona, I would say right back at you with your very special ideas. In fact, for a while, Mona was going to play the role of George W. Bush.
I really pitched hard. I
know, and it really was just a little bit of a disconnect. It was just, but just if George W. Bush ever knew about the show, and it's like Mona's doing his voice.
Why not?
Yeah. Freaking
well,
guy.
Pam, are you maxed out on compliments for the day, or can I throw one or two at you?
Yeah, throw some compliments. Yeah, I'm very
okay. So Mona was just saying, yeah, Pam is more than South Park. And when I interviewed Steve Coogan a week or two ago, I talked about Hamlet 2 and Hot Rod is forever a classic in this household, etc. But what surprises me about you creating and working on this series is that you'd still want to do animation given the lead times. What is it that kept you coming back to animation?
Oh, well, it is the most fun. I mean, and I think I'm a little delusional because, we've probably been working on this for 4.5 years, maybe 5 years. I think once you jump into animation, you don't tell yourself that. You're just like, I'm in this. And then it just, it just kind of takes off from there. I mean, look, I jumped at the opportunity. I joke about this, but I think I stalked Rami because I was such a huge fan. I really was. I was just like, please let me meet Rami. And then when Rami brought Mona into the mix, I was just like, oh, this is our third partner. They're so much smarter than me. And and I'm going to tell you the secret of my success. I hook up with geniuses. I connect to geniuses. It is true. It is true. Look at Coogan. I mean, look at Mona. So anyway, and it's just so fun that you can be grounded and tell like stories with real characters and then just push them to absurd, put them in the weirdest situations. That's my favorite.
Good absurd, to be clear. And Mona, as we wind down here, the last question going to you right here. When you have to make small talk with people on planes and in Los Angeles and all that, and they go, so what do you do? Obviously, we talked about the Pulitzer, however we say it correctly. But now you are this producer on television. So when I say, hey, Mona, what do you do for a living? Do you have a quick answer or stock answer?
I really don't. I think the way that I get around that is by not talking to strangers, which is my go-to. But if I did, this would be the very first project that I would brag about. Honestly, I'm so proud to have been a small part of it. Such a joy.
Well said. And Pam, Hamlet 3 coming soon?
Hamlet 3 coming soon. This Christmas, Hamlet 3.
Well, thank you both for the exemplary work that you do, and looking forward to season 2, fingers crossed, of this great series.
Awesome. Thank you, Darren. Nice meeting you.
Thank you, Darren.
My
Take care.
pleasure.
Paltrocast.